Yo, Durtty, everybody bumping on the block. Yo, Durtty.
Man, you ain't got Dirty Sprite 2. Kill yourself first of all. Go get that from the store, man. You go get an iTunes, download on your phone, man. Matter of fact, if you got an iPhone right now or Android, go to your App Store.
Yeah.
Support the homie, man. It's one of the
A-Town, man. Buy that thing. Don't take it for free. I mean, something like this that's good quality, you buy it.
You buy it, gotta buy it.
You know, you don't buy the cheap stuff.
And plus, we've been rocking with Future for a long time, man. He's been a big supporter of Durtty Boys for a long time. So you know we're gonna hold him down, man. So y'all make sure y'all keep it locked. Hit us up right now. Let us know your favorite Future song, man. Number is 404-779. DJ, show me your thing, boy.
Durtty Boys making this thing, man, and he has made it with his hat and all.
Matter of fact, can I have the whole crowd in and make some noise for Future? Y'all make some noise for Future real quick. Yeah. Man, Dirty Sprite in the streets right now, man.
Durtty Boys, Dirty Sprite, man, that's what it is, man.
Future, I wanted to say, like, a lot of people have been hoping you did a Dirty Sprite 2 for so long.
Exactly.
I guess it was just a timing thing?
Yeah, it was a timing thing, and I feel like everybody loved Dirty Sprite, the first Dirty Sprite, so it was only right to go back and do the Dirty Sprite 2 when I was thinking about, like, what's the album title gonna be. So it's just like, man, Dirty Sprite 2 is special. I wanted to be special to the fans.
Now, you came back and really just gave him a crazy body of work from Monster to you know what I'm saying, 56 Nights to Beast Mode, man. I mean, and one of the songs, one of my favorite songs, The Meaning, I Know the Meaning, which you kind of explain the whole situation with Esco getting locked up, you know what I'm saying, and having your hard drive. Explain that feeling and how you felt, because I don't think a lot of people don't know how that hard drive is like the heart of everything. It's like your life.
It's about 2 years of music, right?
Yeah, 2 years of music, but even before me dropping Monster, I remember me being in LA driving around, and Stewie called me. He was like, man, where you at? I was like, man, I'm in LA. He's like, man, you need to leave. I was like, leave? What you talking about? He's like, man, you need to come back to Atlanta now. Hurry up, man. Do not go out there. You need to come back, do music. You tripping, bro. I was like, man, I needed that. We talked for a long time. So Stewie, we talked like for an hour, just telling me how he felt like as a friend. And man, I gotta congratulate you and salute you, man, because if it wasn't for you and that talk, I probably wouldn't even left.
Man, I'm glad that we're talking.
That's good work right there.
So talking about, man, Dirty Boys, man. So this album, this body of work, no features, just Drake.
Yeah, just Drake, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure it's all about me, continue that mixtape vibe, that mixtape buzz that I've been having. And since Monster, I haven't had many features. It was with Wayne. And then the second, Beast Mode, was Juvenile. And the third, on 56 Nights, I didn't have any features. I want to stay in that same vein and just making sure it's all about me.
So from, let me ask you this, from like, a lot of artists are looking at you, and you've had such an influence on the music industry, especially in Atlanta, from up-and-coming artists. And it's not even like you've been out for 10 years. It's just crazy that does it ever sink in your head like, I'm already influencing other artists and I haven't even been established for 10 years.
I think about it always because people expect from me, they expect so much from me, but I'm like, I'm only been in the game for 4 or 5 years.
Right.
And to have everything that I have in so much of a little time, man, it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? So I don't take it for granted. I always stay consistent and stay working, because even when I first came out and did Racks on Racks, everybody doubted me. They was like, man, you're not gonna be around that long. Why did you give them that song? But they didn't know the work I was putting in. Know I was a writer. Even when I was talking to Hurricane Dave, because I had watched this before Racks on Racks, and y'all was playing it in the mix show. And then he was like, man, this Racks on Racks bigger than Watch This. I was like, man, you finna take my song out? It's not my song. He was like, you're gonna have more hits, don't worry about it. I got you. And Hurricane Dave kept his word. So
and even what's crazier than that, like let's go back from St. Louis days, and I came back from the crib and came back to Atlanta. I was like, bro, you popping in St. Louis.
Yeah,
noticed me.
I was big in St. Louis, and I was in Atlanta at that time, and it was getting to me. I was like, man, I'm not from St. Louis. Everybody started thinking I was from St. Louis because I used to hang out in St. Louis a lot, but at the same time, St. Louis is my home away from home, and it's a lot of love there.
Let me ask you, why were you at Obsessions with me, and you just got because you wasn't like, you was never sitting there playing your music, and you were like, hey ET, shout me out. You always sat there or stood there like, was you just peeping the scene? Or?
Yeah, I was peeping the scene, soaking up the game, because I always had money, so I'm in the place, I'm next to you, you know what I'm saying? But I was just a street dude.
Never said nothing.
Never say nothing.
You shook my hand like, hey, how you doing? I was like, hey.
Yeah, I wasn't never one of those dudes who just run up on people trying to give my demo, man. I just show and prove type of guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler at the end of the day.
Now my question is, I mean, me and you always talk, so it's kind of weird to talk to you as a radio personality, also being your friend, being a homie. What was you going through at the time that, as far as like with your music? Because you went kind of R&B. You know what I'm saying? Which is something that I know you for. I want you to explain that because I don't think a lot of people know as far as your songwriting ability, how talented you are, that I think you are, as far as in the studio and being able to sit there and watch you work and us work together, man. That R&B side is always in you, but you took it back to the streets or something.
I had to take it back to the streets, making music with no filter. Even with doing interviews back, and I was like, man, why you doing this for? And you know, relationship or such and such. I always filter my music according to what my situation was. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like I'm a respectable guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do nothing that's disrespectful, and it just come back on the person that I'm with. So at the same time, now I'm free. I'm free to say whatever I want to say. It's like when I was doing Durtty, I said, if that's your girl, that's my girl too, or whatever.
Right.
You know, so I can say those things like real sisters. Certain things you can't say when you're
in a relationship.
Right.
Have you ever been skiing in the Sierra Mountains?
No.
Now, do you drink soda?
I don't really drink soda.
I was gonna ask you what's your
favorite.
favorite.
It gotta be dirty.
Okay, fine. Do you like dirty dirty Sprite?
Yeah, I like
or dirty Sierra Mist?
I love dirty Sprite.
I just wanted to make sure. I'm just asking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Would you say that now because you know that this whole relationship's over, and I know as an artist, listen, bro, because I know the frustration that I see it, I feel you. I've known you for so long. I know you get frustrated with these questions, but you are single now. You're not in that relationship no more. Do you think that you being gone, that weight lifted off your chest, helped you out?
Of course, because like you say, I can drink dirty right now, and it's not about somebody else's endorsements or what they got going on. It's all about me. If it ain't about me, then I'm comfortable.
So there's no change of not just the relationship, but of
expectations.
Expectations.
So it's actually what you were going through was a little bit deeper than what everybody even knows.
Yeah, because I'm chasing success, trying to chase the fame, chase whatever you want out of the game, not knowing how to get it. You want it so bad, you'll do whatever. You taking the wrong advice, thinking this is how you should get it, but at the same time, just stay you and just be consistent, and that's how you're gonna get where you want to go.
J. Cole said in an interview one time that when he started to just be honest in his music is when he blew up. Would you agree?
Yeah, for Monster, man, that's my most honest. Even with back at Durtty Sprite, I was honest. On Turn on the Lights and Never End, those me knowing how to make records and putting them on Pluto because that's what I wanted to do. I felt like I wanted to be in that pop lane. I wanted to catch a #1 pop record, but it didn't happen. But it was a good record. And then with honest, I wasn't as honest as I should have been.
Right. So my question is, are we gonna hear? I know usually music is all about timing. And when do you think that you're gonna be actually release that Future Hendrix project that you've been working on? That's what you really, I know for you, you know what I'm saying, that's a lane that you want to go on because you're big, you're a really, really big artist as far as musically and being able to write songs. So when will they be able to see that, or are you just gonna gauge for the people and see what they?
As far as the Future Hendrix project, I feel like I am Future Hendrix now. I became that. That's what people call me. That's what I feel like I represent. And it's just me being different, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I got other projects coming and just being consistent and just making sure I make new music. And I'm always writing, like, I've been writing, a lot of people don't know, I wrote songs for Miley Cyrus, or wrote songs for the Body Parties or the love songs, or, man, just being in the studio with B, or being in the studio with Keisha Cole, or, man, just Latoya Luckett, to Kelly Rowland, to anybody, man, really any girl you can name. Because at first I only wanted to work with females,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And then when I got with C, I stopped working with females because she didn't want me to work with females as much.
Right. Oh wow. Really? So it was like.
But I had all the hits, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I was just like,
what am I supposed to do? This is who I am.
I'm gonna make sure you good. Even when he was coming to the Body Party video, I called him myself and was like, y'all come up here, you know what I'm saying? Rock with her. Make sure set the foundation because that's what I do. I'm passionate with the music enough. I feel like if I get another, I can just take an R&B single with nothing. If you can sing, then I can get you a hit.
For me, I look at someone like a Jay-Z in this industry and I just go, wow, this guy is just forever older, always finds a way to be relevant. You said before you got a chance to talk to him. How is there any knowledge that he gave you that was like, yo, I didn't know that? Because at this point in your career, you've been successful. You've had hits.
Jay-Z was like, man, I didn't know you was this smart.
Oh, for real? So he was surprised.
Yeah, he was like, man, nah, you got it. Just stay doing what you're doing, man. Keep it going.
Now, I have a question. Now, I've been in the studio definitely and seen you work, man. What other artists can you say that you work with that work ethic kind of wowed you and kind of like, oh man, this is intense?
Man, Justin Bieber, Chris Brown.
Wow. What was so different about I mean, because you work, so you know what I'm saying.
Man.
What was so different?
they have a lot of songs, have a lot of records. You know what I'm saying? Go to the studio with Chris Brown, he can play you albums and albums on top of albums.
Just record.
Just record. Even when I went to the studio, I ended up writing a record for him. He did a song. I did a song for him. He ended up doing another song. Like it was nonstop.
So when we gonna hear that? When
I told him, even when he told me, like, man, you need to do this record, I was like, I'm not trying to sing right now.
Right.
But it's dope. I said, it got to come out next year because I'm just not trying to sing.
I don't think the singing is the issue. I think for me, I said this to you last time, so I have no problem. I think when it was the love stuff.
Right.
I want Hood Future. I want Dirty Sprite. Damn it. I want drugs. You talk about drugs, man.
Right.
Talk about real girls, real sisters. Say the ratchet stuff and cool ass melodies, which is what you do.
That's what I do. That's what I'm best at.
And the influence in Atlanta, I mean, is you see it and you hear it. It's just
even
incredible.
I was looking at the Jay-Z documentary, the Budweiser documentary, and he was saying everybody have genes in them. They just got to tap into what make your genes, what make you. And you can be you, but you can't be nobody else. So you can be good at you. So man, I feel like I'm great at being ratchet and I'm great at being hood.
Right. But your melodies are you got melodies with it though.
I got pop melodies with hood vocals.
Now, I have a question now. Now, what's next for Future? I mean, Durtty Sprite 2, I know you can't really predict the future, but I mean, what do you see next for you and where your career is headed as far as like from the label standpoint? Because now you get becoming a businessman. You just did a situation where you signed one of the artists out there with playing Lil Donald with Juice. You know what I'm saying? Also the whole
a situation like Lil Donald, man, he a boss. You know what I'm saying? When I heard his music and I seen his videos and I seen the way his performance was, I was like, instantly I could see this going to the next level. He got the potential to take it all the way. I wanted to be behind that first and foremost. He a boss. So I feel like Free Band Gang is like bosses on bosses, no one bigger than each other. We always help each other, we big each other up and supportive of each other.
So what other new artists are you thinking about working with instead of Atlanta or that we might need to catch wind to that you might be rocking with? Might be coming up with under free bands or whatever?
Man, just me and my brother Casino, you know what I'm saying, the whole Free Band Gang. Besides that, like dudes out of Memphis, the dude Harold Young, my brother's on the band out of Chicago. I got Tess out of Baltimore.
Right.
These dudes have been around me, family, you know what I'm saying, from day one.
Have you thought about actually trying to sue Urban Outfitters for selling your hat so much? Because now I see
everybody's trying to
$19 in Urban Outfitters and everyone's rocking your hat, bro. Are you gonna come out with future hats?
Now I got my hat line dropping. My next album that I'm putting out, I'm gonna release my hat. But I've been wearing it, just gearing everybody up.
Wow. So what is this line called? So we can get the
future caps.
I can't really give him the name right now, but it's coming.
Okay.
That just means he doesn't know the name yet, but it's coming. When he comes up with it, it's gonna be popping though. ATL, keep it locked, man. Future in the building. This is Hot 107.9. Dig it.
Got your lights on, yo, dirty. Everybody bumping on the block, yo, dirty.
We are one.
We are one.
We are one.